mother's house, they please don't rub your early baby powder.
Ndiana-Abasi Ekanem, founder of Skindu. Growing up in the tropical region of Akwa Ibom, she harnesses nature's gift and transforms them into nourishing skincare.
But there is a bleaching epidemic.
Among 5 of my friends, all of them, 4 are fair.
Bleaching has its cost.
You don't love yourself.
Yeah, a proud village entrepreneur on a mission to create jobs for local farmers. Today, she shares our skin health impacts our mental health.
Growing up in Akwa Ibom State, and as an indigent of Akwa Ibom, and you're proud of your state, because one thing about my state is we are blessed with natural things.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we are just blessed with that, and it's a land of promise.
What's Akwa Ibom promising us?
Yeah, it's a fruitful land.
Okay.
Though, so coming up with Skindu, in the other hand, was that we were looking at seeing the raw material being wasted.
Okay.
A lot of raw material was wasted because when you mention things like, for example, palm kernel, what comes in your mind is palm kernel,
palm oil.
And that palm oil means that you're eating everything. Is eating. When you had to mention things like herbs, you would think of drinking herbs, for example, like lemongrass.
Yes.
You just think of making it as a tea to take in, and it's good for the health. Yes. But you didn't think in other way around.
Okay.
So Skindu come up with looking at all this raw material being wasted all around. What's all these things doing? Things like clay, palm kernel, they are all wasted because all what we are thinking is that we are thinking of eating everything.
Okay, we're thinking everything. It must be edible.
Yes.
If it's not edible, it doesn't have a value.
Very well, yes.
Yeah.
So we now come out and say these things can't be wasted. We can't waste it. Let's turn it in other way around to use it as an African skincare.
Wow.
And we come up with that because clay is very, very beneficial to the skin.
Is it all type or is it like specific clay?
It has a different way. They are like red clay.
Okay. Yeah.
Which I know our mothers then used to use it to rub on the
Yes, I've seen it. Yeah.
So it has different benefits. Different benefits, and some people eat it.
I would like to taste it.
And in my state, it is wasted because you get to the stream. You can get clay at anywhere.
Really?
Yes. So that is what drives us to get into the Skindu apothecary, looking at, because we wanted to use those raw materials and we wanted it something that is in our environment, to have to just revive those things and make it useful to the skin.
Yes.
African culture and not synthetic.
Yeah.
So all those things, shea butter, like for example, shea butter is ours. Is us.
Oh wow.
Yes, shea butter is an African.
Yes, that's true.
So we made it here. So all those things were wasted. So, and also creating Skindu apothecary, we wanted to create an employment for the local women, and we make it indoors. Yes.
Yeah. So there's so much that I'm hearing. First of all, it's this connection to your indigenous heritage in Akwa Ibom. And then I'm hearing there is like the raw materials that are there are not being used to the full potential. So there's lots of waste happening. So you've been able to like see how to process, transform this waste into something really valuable, because they have lots of nutritious active substances for the body. You tell someone you're going back to farming to make cosmetics out of farm. So why are you not working in the bank? So what did you have friends? How did your friends react when you started this like 7 years, 8 years ago?
A lot of friends. I remember when I started maybe advertising, trying to convince people on the soap. I remember one soap we've been having. The soap is not here, but the soap looks like cake. You can show it to, if you show it to children, they will eat it. But it's not a problem. I remember one of my friends was like, you have you forgotten that you were always talking about being lawyer or I said no.
Are you going to be a lawyer?
Anybody that is that why you this thing will not work for it will not work it will not work. But it's to the glory of God now. She will always say, Andy, I'm proud of you.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you that you're taking this thing to your head. You're taking it
so personal, serious,
and you're helping us also now. And I'm glad that they are not calling me because in Skindu we are village entrepreneurs.
Village, right? What does that mean actually?
That's how we call ourselves.
Okay.
My mom call herself a village entrepreneur. Yes, and that's it for us because we just want to do the village things in ourselves. We actually wanted to create like an African remedies for skin type, and also we, in the other words, we call ourselves the local farmers. We do things with local like farmers. We work with agriculture.
Yes.
Those things that are in our father's land, the local things, those things that our forefathers and our grandmothers used to use at these times, and it works for them very well on their skin. So we're not all these synthetic things.
Yes.
Natural things.
But how did we even ignore or get away from these natural indigenous remedies, herbs, concoctions or tinctures? How did we just get away and abandon it and become like as synthetic as possible? Why do you think we even did it?
I don't know. I think maybe is new generation.
Yeah.
Our new generation, our own time, because in our mothers in the 70s, I think they were still using those things. Yeah, those things. And my growing up has actually really been with my grandmother.
Oh.
Yes. So maybe that's how the local things comes up. I've really grown with my grandmother, and I see how she used herbs sometimes to do things, and it worked out. And I have also spent a lot of a little more years with my great grandmother, I also see that he uses herbs to do things. Like for example, I can vividly remember one time, I think it's either me or my cousin or my sister was poaching, and it's like charcoal.
Yes,
it was like burning charcoal to make sure you drink the charcoal so that it will stop poaching. And that just remind me of that means charcoal was really and in myself, charcoal is because of bonfire.
Yes.
And we have what we call coconut charcoal soup, which is very perfect.
Is that the black soap?
Yes.
Oh,
no, the black soap is
different. Okay.
There's another one that we call coconut charcoal soup, and it's an untreated charcoal.
Yes.
And so that is my background way back. That I think the environment is the environment. Looking at that, you just make sure, okay, what can we do? How can we make sure that our African women, not just only women, African men and these things can be useful for them, for their skin. So actually see how your skin is looking glowing, and you are really happy looking at your skin, not using the synthetic things, but these natural things help. So I think the knowledge comes from because of the background.
Yes. And from your experience working with different clients, would you say how you feel about your skin or how you see your skin affects your emotional state of mind or your mental state? Very well. Okay. If you have a bad skin, it will affect your mental mind. And if you have a good skin, let me start by saying having a good skin, you'll be confident in yourself, and you'll be so confident with yourself. Whether you're wearing a short things, whether you're wearing harmless things, you'll just be so confident that even though you wear something and your back is showing, you won't worry about it. So you will be
having that booger.
Yes, yes.
So you will be you'll be proud of yourself. You have that confidence of yourself. That's it when you have a good skin. So, and having bad skin in the other is that when you enter the midst of people, you maybe for example, you have rashes. You will not be able to. It's not as if you are a quiet type. People will just see you be exempting yourself to one side and maybe sitting down.
Like you want to hide?
Yes, because of the rashes, hyperpigmentation, eczema. If you have things like that, you will not be able to even expose yourself, and you won't even be confident in yourself. You will be, and it comes from your mind. But there are people that these things happened. They don't care. They don't care. However, my skin, they don't care about it.
You're overconfident.
But whatever that happens to you comes from it's a mindset. That place I'm going, how are people going to look at me? Look at my skin, look at pimples, look at this, look at my hands, all rashes, this. And you will be just quiet and stay. When you'll be able to, as you share it with your maybe your peers.
Yes.
And so it affects your mental health because it will make you timid.
Yes, that's true. It makes you timid. Have you worked with a client like that before? Have you seen this express itself?
Yes. Some clients will come. When they come, there are ones that will come and they will be like they come with all power to know that they want to play you, but in them maybe they are the ones that is having this bad skin. Then I come and said, one of my sister, one of my friends.
Okay, they disguise the question.
Themselves, yes. I said, this and that, and it's the way I relate with them. At the end of it, they will now open up. Yes.
Why do you think the disguise? Is there like a stigma, or do we judge people in society that have like issues on their skin?
I don't know if like maybe there are some places that they go and they dislike them, or this how they respond to them. But for me, when you walk into my office or the store, I try as much as possible to make sure that you feel you belong here, and this is a safe place for you, because Skindu is not coming to judge. Skindu is coming as a remedy. Yes, it's coming as a repairant to repair your skin, to take you back to that damaged skin to your better skin. That is what Skindu is all about. So we are not going to judge you and say, if you've bleached, no problem, come to Skindu. We are going to repair you and take you back to your roots.
Can you repair bleaching? Because I've seen
very well.
Because now that you talked about it, I've seen different stages of bleaching, especially for even like women that work in the market. So they stay, or men, or the bus drivers, they stay under the sun very long. So you see the impact of the sun on the bleached skin. It's like it's burnt, right? And sometimes when some that I've seen, like in a Balinde market, I was like, you can't come back from this. Is it possible to repair like a real bleached skin? You see it is yellow, white, then black on one edge, then it's dried. Is that skin not dead?
I used to say something and said, when you bleach, this skin has like 3 layers.
Yes.
So when you bleach and damage the first layer and enter the second one, and you still bleach and take it, what's remaining for you, sister? What is there? What's remaining again? And bleaching comes with it damages your skin, and it causes health issues.
Yes.
Because you can be cancerous.
Yes.
It can
cause true.
a lot of damaging on your internal. And because whatever you eat in, and you have to be mindful of what you eat.
Okay.
Because what you take in reflects out of your skin.
Oh, really? Yes.
Very well.
Why do we bleach? There's lots of bleaching happening, lots of colorism, like the fairer you are. It's like this concept: the whiter or fairer you are, you have more value, or people that take you more serious, or men look at you better. I don't know. Why do you think? What do you think we bleach?
what I think that makes a lot of them bleach is inferiority complex.
Really?
Yeah, and peer pressure, and maybe their guys. Maybe, for example, a lady walked in to the store and said, "Oh, do you have something that can lighten me a bit?" And you look at her; she's beautiful the way she is. She has this natural African woman skin, and this is an African. We are actually very blessed with good skin.
With good skin.
And in the other hand, the whites want to be tanned a bit. Why we want to be white? You understand? So this bleaching thing comes on the angle of inferiority complex, peer pressure, and so on and so forth. In the peer pressure side is, oh, my friends, I have a group of 5 friends. Among 5 of my friends, all of them, 4 are fair. And you are feeling that, oh, maybe them being fair is more better than your own, and you want to now get into the synthetic thing, getting a lot of things to make sure that you are fair. That means you don't have that confidence in yourself. You don't love yourself.
Yes.
You don't love yourself, because even the Bible says love yourself.
Yes.
So the only thing you have to do is to see how you can up game and make your skin glow and look much better, and be satisfied with the skin color you have and maintain it. Not bleaching, because bleaching comes with damaging. You damage your cells, green veins will come out, a lot of things will happen to you.
What I still don't understand, even if it's like inferiority complex, somehow something has made me feel that the lighter skin is better. Because even if 3 or 4 of my friends all have lighter skin and I have a dark skin and everything's working out for me, why do I need to be like my friends? Is it that really out there, if you go out in society, or if you go maybe into like the media industry or modeling industry, or just go out there, people tend to choose the fairer person? Is that really not the situation? That's why, or
there's nothing like fairer is better. There's nothing like that. Fairer is better. There's nothing. All skin type are perfectly good. You're a caramel skin, you're beautiful. You're a light skin person, you're beautiful. You're chocolate, you are beautiful. There is nothing like fairer is.
But why don't we know that? Or is it the media we're watching? Because if you look at the media, you have more fair people. They are always the ones in front of the media.
Yes, because people, like you said, some people like the inferiority complex things, and there are people have their green gods and goddesses. So for example, now like this celebrity Nancy Esime.
Okay.
She's tall, she is fair, and she dyes her hair gold. And for example, I'm Nancy Esime's fan.
Yeah,
I love her. I'm one of her fans. So our fans there will now like see Nancy Esime. It doesn't know that is Nancy Esime herself.
Natural state look.
Nancy, because I love Nancy Esime, I want to look like her.
Okay.
So that I'm not saying that is
that's
celebrities or influencers that are saying they should bleach or they should now change their skin color. No. They are not the ones saying that, but it's because this person is not confident enough on herself. That is why she wants to be like her, and she forget that you can't be me. I can't be you.
Yes.
I am myself.
Yes.
I am who I am myself, and I have to develop myself and make sure that every day, like in process of Skindu, has make me to be a lifetime learner. That every day I am looking out for something that can make my clients look more beautiful every day in natural ways. You understand? So in natural ways, so I have to be learning every day. And there are some things I have unlearned, and there are some things I have relearned, and every day I'm going like that.
I want to know what you've unlearned so that we know if I start unlearning it.
I mean, unlearning some things are, like for example,
Yes.
We have shea butter
Yeah.
in Nigeria, and maybe I used to before also think that, oh, if I use shea butter on my skin, I will be dark.
Yes, I remember that. It's not only you.
Okay.
I remember that. I remember with my friends when we were a lot younger, maybe this is like 18 or 19. There were so many things not to do so that you don't get dark.
Yeah.
It was like you're fighting not to be dark, actually. Yes, don't go out in the afternoon too long under the sun. Don't use shea butter and go out.
Yeah.
Because the oil, there was very crazy stuff, really. The oil will now be like it's drying and frying your skin. So many, there was a time I even heard, don't use the black soap because it will make you darker and all this stuff. Okay.
Even up to now, I still have some clients like that. If it walks in and you give vitamin C, he said, no, vitamin C darkens me.
Who told them that? Where did they get that from?
That's where the mental,
Yeah.
it's from your mindset. It's your mindset that is telling you that it's not. While shea butter, okay, now, like you said, I unlearned some things in terms of that, and I know that no natural product can darken my skin. I get that into my head that I can use all this natural thing and it will be functionable to my skin, so it won't darken me. While some people, that's what is in their head.
Yes.
Oh, if I use black soap to bathe, I will be dark. If
Yeah.
I use shea butter, I will be dark. No, but that same shea butter, if you look at it and they brand it in another, like maybe US,
Yes.
made in US, it's shea butter, and they say made in US, made in France, made in China. You see our African people rushing to buy that. They can sell it like $250 and they will buy it.
Why?
Because they don't appreciate what we have in Africa.
Yes. You've nailed it. Yes. Oh God, we have a long way to go. Wait, let's go back. You've nailed it. That's true. If you rebrand everything now and say it's made in France, brand it like L'Oreal or something like that. Yes. Even increase the price twice the. Because I remember when the first time I bought your product and I was like, it's so affordable. On the other side, I'm like, oh no, maybe I'm judging from my angle, because if it's for the masses, it's really an excellent price. And then I was now thinking like, people that like to know that, like you just said, if it's foreign, and then which also reflects in the higher price, then they believe more, and they don't even read what's on it. They believe more. They just see the picture, the branded picture on it. It will make me look like this picture, but this is a model that was taken into a studio, curated for that advert, and then that's not how that girl looks on the picture. That's not how she looks every day. In most of Europe, shea butter does not grow there. Cocoa butter does not grow there.
It's here.
Cocoa. These things are exported anyway from Ghana, from different African countries, then taken there, processed, and resold to us. Yes. So we're literally scammed twice.
Very well. So somebody will now say, I'm looking for a shea butter. I will buy shea butter that is made in France.
It doesn't grow there.
Don't. They made it here and processed it here and then sent to the France. And the France will sell it on the higher price. And you will appreciate that more than your own natural. I just wish that the Africans we will actually appreciate what we have, because that's one of the challenge
we're having.
That's
let's talk about that. Is it that the smaller indigenous businesses do not have enough access to market? Like, you can't go to a shop and see it, right? Like, if I go to a shop now, I can see like Kilichi is indigenous. You just see it packaged there, and somehow because it's in a shop, I'm telling myself like it's more hygienic, so I'll take it and put it in my shopping bag, right? But I can't do that with most of the natural cosmetics, but the other synthetic ones that have the money for branding and distribution, marketing, they have it everywhere, so it's easier to access. So do you think that's the challenge?
It's a challenge because one, in your mind, you know that when you walked in, you can see Kilichi.
Yes.
So why can't we also have that mindset that you can walk in and you make Skindu?
Yes.
Yeah. And another thing I think is challenge is a lot of African skincare because of NAFDAC.
Oh,
For
yeah.
Skindu, we are NAFDAC certified. Because it's a company.
Yes.
Yeah. We are not just a roadside, we are a registered
Company, yeah.
and we have NAFDAC approved in our product. So, and it's been tested by NAFDAC, a lot of people, and before they now certified us. It was a challenge. Very first time I had to go for exhibition.
Yes, okay.
And that was where one thing I challenged myself, like being here, I challenged myself. So that was a very first exhibition, and there was dignitaries like governor's wife.
Yes.
A lot of big people to exhibit. I was like, will they accept this product? How will I be able to convince people? Because that's a challenge with us in the first. We are 7 years now.
Okay.
It's Skindu. So it was a challenge. I was scared, but I have to pull out and go. And I will tell you that it was amazing, a fantastic
experience.
Even my governor's wife at the end was so impressed to see that this is made in Akwa Ibom. At the end of it, it comes out turning well, and I've been able to go to several exhibitions, not being afraid, because I'm very sure of what
where do you think that fear comes from at the beginning? Because I remember, okay, for example, I suffered through this challenge of I can do all the stuff at the back end, and to now promote it, I'm not actually interested. Like, I'd rather not do that, right? I suffer from like being able to stay in front and do the marketing and promote the stuff. That's not my strength. I don't want to do it, but you need to as an entrepreneur if you want to build your business.
Yeah.
And I realized one thing that, first of all, I was shy. Nobody would believe that, but I was shy, and I was always thinking about, will it be accepted? But where do you think that comes from?
Fear.
Fear of what? What we're afraid of? What we're afraid? We've worked so hard.
Fear in the sense that I think we are not sure of, but you know that this is actually very good, but you are not sure, will I be accepted? That's the fear will now set in and dragging you backward.
Is it really that the fear if the product is accepted, or is our own personal internal fear?
It's our own personal internal fear, because we already made this. Like I used to tell people when he walks into store for Skindu, I said, all these soaps are made with love. So as in, just go and enjoy it because it's made with love.
I started this channel with the aim to share stories and experiences, add the African voice to the global variety. But without you, I can't build this channel. So I ask you to help me. And here are 3 ways that you can help me for free. Subscribe to the channel so we can grow, share our content, and drop your comments so that we really know what truly matters to you. And I promise you, my team and I will continue to show up for you every week with diverse topics and formats. So your support truly matters. Thank you.
Having good skin, it doesn't just happen overnight.
How? What do you need to do to have a good skin?
It's just for you to be persistent and be consistent on a particular thing that you know that is good.
Okay. Because you were even talking about what we take into the body.
Yeah. What you take in also determine how your skin will look like.
So what should I start eating from today? That I'm just gonna go get enough of it so that I will be eating every day that will influence my skin health, make it better.
There are some rituals.
Yes.
Like some people will come to my son and say, somebody told me if I drink carrots like this every day, my skin will pop up fine. Yeah,
beta-carotene.
That's fruit. It's okay for your skin. It's okay for your health. It's okay because it is fruit. We eat it every day. But whatever you do is you have to also listen to yourself. If I drink this water, I listen to myself to know that this is good for me.
Oh, how it makes me feel.
How it makes me feel. The water is not tasting well.
Yeah.
I have to pay attention to myself also to be able to drive that out. In natural, you have to pay attention to what you are taking in. Because like in women's human hormones, maybe when we are in our monthly, or you tend to see someone coming out, two coming out on one thing or the other, you will feel it. It's also like food you're eating. So food also nourish your inside and out.
So what works? What
works for me?
Yeah, does it work for me?
What works for me might not work for you. So remember that, and don't because you might be eating watermelon every day and your skin's popped up, and your body is good for your internal body. It's good for your gut health, because gut health also is very, very functional in making your skin glow and detox yourself when you need to. And all that, what works for me, I might be drinking watermelon, pineapple, tomato every day, and it's good for my skin. It's helping me internally and outside. You might be doing that, it's not working for you, but you have to find what works for you. When
I look at all the diverse products that you now have, and you say you've been on for 7 years, means that there's been so much development of new products. So where is the process? Because I know you have a shop in Lagos. Do you produce in Lagos, or you said you produce in Akwa Ibom? So just take me through, like, when you want to, like, how do you come up with like a new recipe, or why do you come up with a new recipe? Is it because of a client, what they said, or you're just playing around?
Okay, like what I said earlier, and said, okay, there's a reason Skindu came up, because we wanted to use our local things on our environment. We wanted to create an employment, and we started in the kitchen. We started in the kitchen in terms of using edible things. Like we wanted something that you can get into our backyard and want to do tomato soup. We have tomato soup. Can pluck those tomatoes on the farm and make it and come up with. So sometimes, like, there was a time I did a tiger nut for my dad, and I remember he just walked in, and already in my head I was like, every time throwing away this shaft, can't it be used for soup? So my dad walks in and he was like, oh, Indiana, this shaft we always throw away. Have you looked at it, or have you checked whether it can be used in making soup? So you can see that he now knows that we embrace the nature and the natural things. Like the butter we have, comes every time you're drinking zobo, this thing can be good, and that's how our butter came in. And hibiscus is actually very good for the skin, and that's how we have to make something out of hibiscus, and which is our hydrating butter.
Wow.
Mayonnaise,
yes, because actually now listening to you, to know that apart from the intake of what we eat, the skin is one of it's the largest organ of the body. And that is another source of taking in to the body. So what we actually put on the skin is actually very important. So but when should we start taking care of our skins intentionally?
If you're a parent and you're around me, I always say, don't rub your child powder any stage.
What kind of powder? What powder are you?
Any powder.
Any
don't
powder.
Rub the child a powder. I used to put powder because of heat, because of all that, and I said you have to stop, because that powder is making the baby's skin to be dry. It will take that dryness from when she's young till it grows. So stop rubbing to the mother's
and house. Some powder even have aluminium inside.
Any powder. I'm not against the powder. Whatever foreign.
Now most powder, they have this aluminium in it.
Mother's house, they please don't rub your early baby powder. no matter how the heat.
Should we start having conversations with our teenage daughters or sons about skincare?
Very well.
Yeah.
Very, very well. Because even the Bible said, teach them young.
When they're
Catch
young,
them
yeah.
when they are young. So if you start at that point to let them know that these are the things you can't use on your skin, so that you will not damage your skin, they will learn from there. I have some of the customers that walked in. Like last year, there's one that was disturbing me that I should make cream for their 4-year-old twin children, that she wants them to be fair. I said no.
Wow.
Damage the baby's skin, and I won't.
And they don't even have a choice on that right now.
He said the children are too dark. She's fair. I said, okay, is
Yes.
your husband fair? He said the husband is. I said, okay.
Oh, she didn't see the husband before.
No. He said he wanted children that when he entered the mist. So you see where I come from,
Yeah,
the
okay.
inferiority complex.
Tell
And
me.
yeah. Because now, she said when the children go in the midst of other children,
Yes.
the children are too dark. He wants the children to be fair.
But and so what? That's still my question. Even if the children are too dark, what does that mean? So yes, I understand when she's the person is saying that now, also solidifies the fact of what we are discussing, that even if it's inferiority complex that the person has, something has led to it. Do you get? Yeah. So a child that's born today that grows up and it's empowered, they won't have that inferiority complex. They will embrace their darkness. So something has made even the mother too. So if you say it's the mother, something has made the mother feel less worthy with a darker skin.
And I will still say that it's the lack of confidence in yourself to know that I am perfect the way I am. Those children are beautiful.
Now with 4, maybe they don't understand. Maybe with 6, 7, 8, they keep hearing, or their mother put powder on their face to get fair. Yeah, so they will grow up with the mentality that
fair is better.
So it's not always like self-inflicted inferiority complex. It could also be the ecosystem for those children. Now the ecosystem is their parents, their mother, that has already started making them feel like you're not enough because you're dark. You have to be fair to be accepted. So how are you going to now change that teenage or that 20 years old girl?
That's the point of the, maybe parents or aunties, like what we are doing now.
Yes.
Talking to the teenagers that you are perfect and beautiful the way you are. Just accept, just embrace your skin color. Just embrace just accept it, that you are enough. You're just enough. The way you are perfect. Because when it comes to the children's own, you know that it's their parents out there that are causing it. For someone like that, it will grow like that and say, I remember my mom used to say that fair people are preferred than
then shouldn't we be educating the parents actually?
Yes, the children,
like letting them know the harm behind bleaching or the inferiority complex impact on the adult child when they grow up.
Yes, we should educate the mothers also that you have to help your children.
Is it only mothers?
Aunties.
What about the fathers? Because men are also part of the problem. Men are bleaching. That one I don't understand why. And then what I keep hearing when we did like a pre-research for the show, going out to find out like why people use or tend to want to be fairer from young women and girls. One reason, something that came out often, was that because men tend to appreciate fairer girls. Fairer women, they have more opportunities to meet a well-to-do man that will appreciate them, treat them like a goddess.
Yes, that's also coming from that angles of men, because like some will walk into my office, maybe comes in with their girlfriend, their boyfriend, and the boyfriend would now be asking, do you have something that can tone a bit? Or some of the boyfriends will now say, oh, you can come and get some. I have 65% male customers.
Male customers. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Men are so keen about their skin.
Yeah.
Tell me, this is good.
Like, if I want, I have male customers, and if both young and elderly men.
That means they know the value of natural, beautiful skin.
Why I'm saying the young girls now. One, a young girl can come. Okay, why do you want to bleach? Want to, as you are, you want to be fairer.
Yeah.
She said, my boyfriend prefer ladies that are fair. So they are now doing it for
him.
For the guy.
I see you have a basket here.
A basket
let's unpack. Let's see what's here. This is Ajay
butter soap. That doesn't have a fragrance at all. This can
but everything
for newborn baby.
For newborn baby.
Yes, you can.
So maybe this is the one that's a skin that's damaged to start using.
Yes, if you have like skin discoloration and damaged
skin delicious.
Yes, you can use this to repair.
Okay, this is excellent. So if you may can ship to anywhere abroad, because you sell in the US, don't you?
Skindu is in US.
Yeah.
Skindu is in US. If you didn't know, Skindu is in Atlanta.
Yeah, your mom, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can follow at Skindu Apothecary, and you will see she's doing amazing work. And mind you, it's not all about you rubbing cream alone. Sometimes it takes time to love yourself. Pamper yourself. If you need to go to the spa, you can do that.
Yeah.
If you need to do the spa and the family spa,
what's a family spa?
That's family spa. If you don't have money to go to the spa, or go to imam, or go to sauna, and all that. If you don't have money to do that in a spa and pay huge amount of money, you can do your pedicure by yourself.
Yes, that's true.
Putting water on the peasant, your husband, the children,
and that's a bonding process.
Bonding,
and you're teaching the children to care, self-care, and
so soak your feet. Okay, this is it for 10 minutes, for 20 minutes. Okay, this one help this one help this one, till that's the family.
Hey, my family, they're going to cry now. They always say it's Skindu that said we should do it. Oh yeah, Sunday, everybody sit down. Tell me what's on your mind. Put your feet, everybody.
Both of you are having good time together.
Yes.
And those children will grow up with that.
Yeah.
Oh, remember my mom used to say we should do this. If you don't have the money, if you can afford it.
Yeah, it's not even about the money. It's about really
the bonding
and having the time to take care of yourself.
And love yourself. Pamper yourself and give yourself some self-love, tender loving care.
Yeah, but this is not only for women.
That is not only for women, it's for both women, male,
and children.
Because Skindu is for family. It's for the whole family. Yes. If you see my grandmother, it doesn't look old. Because she knows how to take care of herself. And I call her my baby girl.
My gosh.
So with that, so you just will have that family bonding in your family. And don't forget that 24 hours in a day, just take 1 hour for yourself. Appreciate the skin color you have. Don't see because your friend is fair and you think that she's more better than you. She's not more better than you, and you are not more better than her. You are who you are, and she is who she is. So in every angle of every woman out there, men, whether you're a child, because I know that some parents can talk their children down.
Yes, that's
Why
true.
are you like this? Your legs is like this. So that child will grow up with that mentality, and that's cause mental issues.
But is it not, because I've come to see that it is also like, it has become so normal that you even expect to be talked to like that as a child. Like it's so, because back in the days when I was a child, it was beating, really serious beating. Which I'm happy to see now that so many parents realize that beating is not a solution to anything. It's just violence in itself. So But there's we attack that physical violence, beating, as very negative, which it is, because we can see it. We can see the parents treat the child, maltreat the child, or the elder or someone or the teacher hits the child. So it's something we have seen. We can identify it as violence is bad. There's a psychological violence also happening when it comes to insults. But some of the insults, I even got to realize, like, some of the insults are so accepted as that's how we communicate now as Nigerians. Do you get?
The children grow up accepting that.
What do you think? Do you think the children, they grow up accepting it as normal, or do you think they feel insulted or pained by it?
There are some that feel insulted and pained, and they grow with that pain, with that hurt in them. And that can also bring enmity between the mother and a child. If it was a mother, if it was a father. And you see things now, especially on social media. You see how they will ask. I said, okay, if you have to sacrifice somebody in your family, between your father and your mother, who would you? They will say, my father, with boldness. And they will now like, why your father? Because my father used to do so things. Your father used to do. So you now know that child grow up with that, and looking at it, she's in pains. She knows that this thing hurts. The thing was hurting her.
But who can she tell? Or how can she express that pain or relieve herself?
That is why I think that the parents now should give their children opportunity for them to speak with them. Because whatsoever your child is not telling you, she's telling another person.
That's true.
So you give room for your children.
Or not talking.
Not talking, yes. Or not talking, and she is
internalizing harboring.
And that thing is hurting her.
That now even makes her self-esteem even reduced and low.
Yes, very well. So, and now if that child now grows up to go and get married to a man and give birth to the children, that pain, that hurt that she has harbored inside her, she can unleash it on their children.
So it's it could be a generational
thing. So that is why once now get to that, Skindu has told you have a family bonding. In sometimes if you're a father, allow your child to talk to you, especially your daughter, to speak to you. But maybe with
that room, how do you give the room? Because remembering, like, the father now will be like in his 40s, so he definitely grew up in the generation, or maybe even in 56s, in the generation where maybe you dare not even look up to your parents. So them having this family time of the spa moment of themselves, how do I open up the conversation for my son or for my daughter?
I would say that parents should try as much as possible, no matter how your work schedule is, please just give your children, just have that small time for them. Because whatever they are, and I will still say, whatever they're not telling you, they're telling another person else, and you won't love to hear your child's story outside, and you'll be like, how come? So allow that child, and then open yourself up for that child too. And also don't judge. Because if a child now notices that, I told my mom this, I told my dad this, and he's judging me, he or she will never talk to you any longer. No matter if she will be in the process of piling up lies for you, and you will believe that lies. But she will go outside and see anybody that is accepting. That's why maybe a young child, maybe at the 18, start having boyfriend, and that boyfriend is opening up for that child. That child will not settle.
That child will go away with it. Yes, that's a safe place.
She has found a safe place there. So she knows that when I go there, I am safe.
I am me. I can open up. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. We're coming to the closing questions. Tell us one bold move that you have made, something that you were so scared of doing, but you found the courage to do it. It could be personal, professional, something that you were really scared of doing, and then somehow you found the courage to do it.
okay, like I said before,
Yeah.
something I made a bold step towards the first exhibition on Skindu.
Yes. Were you alone doing that?
I was not alone. I was with family and friends. But
Okay.
I was.
So why were you still scared?
I was thinking of how will I convince people to get this product? What will I say? How will I be able to tell somebody oatmeal and honey works for you? How will I? Because one was a shy person.
Okay.
I'm a shy person, and I think I was like timid. I can't speak when other people are there, but if I am indoor, I will speak. I will smile at myself, but going outside, never. You'll not even find me. Before I even, it's the only thing you will find around me is smiles, that I will smile. But you don't. But me to talk to people, I was scared of maybe my voice. I won't be able to do it. And that's what I was saying before. I said fear. Fear was.
We just judge ourselves.
I was judging myself that I am not good enough.
Yes, yes.
To end the conversation is that don't forget that you have 24 hours in a day.
Yes.
Take one for yourself and be excellent.
Thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you so much. I'm so excited that we've been able to have this lovely conversation. So thank you, Ndiana-Abasi, and from Skindu, we've been able to have this lovely conversation. It's time to forge a bold future, and let's have big conversations.